A major upset tonight in the race for East Baton Rouge mayor-president. Mayor-elect Sid Edwards defeating the two-term incumbent Democrat Sharon Weston Broome, and it wasn't exactly close. 54% to 46%. That is about 9,000 votes. Thanks for staying up late with us on a busy election night in Louisiana. I'm Michael Shingleton. We have team coverage tonight in Baton Rouge for the mayor's race, in Gonzales for the mayor's race and the police chief race. Races for mayor in Plaquemine, Rosedale, and Amite. And of course, we're going to focus on the St. George tax transfer. Let's get to it. We start in Baton Rouge. Sid Edwards defeating Sharon Weston Broome. And we have a quote here from Edwards. Baton Rouge, put your big boy pants on because we are about to win. News 2's David Hamilton is covering the Edwards campaign tonight.
Michael, Sid Edwards took an early lead and did not look back, upsetting the incumbent Sharon Weston Broome. With a room full of his supporters, he announced his win and now says he plans to be the change he spoke of in 2025.
The people spoke tonight, and it's also a mandate. When you consider the numbers and how many people are ready for change, and all of you in here, with myself, we've said it the entire time, we are the change agent. We're not saying that everything has been bad in Baton Rouge. We never said that. But there are some things that need to change. And as my promise to you as the next mayor-president, it's going to happen.
Reporting in Baton Rouge, David Hamilton, WBRZ News 2.
David, thanks. Sharon Weston Broome defeated tonight in this major upset. She said that she will continue to support the community and find ways to serve. News 2's Joe Collins with the mayor's campaign tonight.
I'm here at the Marriott in Baton Rouge, where Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome had just given her concession speech. In her speech, she said for her supporters to not hold their heads down, but hold them high and be proud of all the work that they achieved as a team.
Not do it without you. I would not be here without you. Please know that. You've shown what it means to fight for something bigger than ourselves. And let me tell you this, any leader who doesn't take lessons from the battle has failed.
One thing that Broome let her supporters know is that she was going to continue to find ways to contribute and support the city that she loves.
I close tonight. I leave you with hope. Hope that the Baton Rouge we envisioned is still possible. Hope that our dreams for equality, opportunity, and unity will come to fruition. And hope that together we will continue building a city that reflects the best in all of us.
And they gave Mayor President Broome a standing ovation as she went into the room and after she finished her concession speech. But beyond that, there was sheer disappointment in this room, a lot of hugging and a lot of sad faces. Live from the Marriott in Baton Rouge, Joe Collins, WBRZ News 2.
Joe, a little reaction and commentary tonight. Our political analyst James Harbin in studio. This is the first Republican elected in 24 years as mayor-president in East Baton Rouge.
It's definitely a historic night for this parish and for politics.
What exactly went wrong for Sharon Weston Broome?
You know, we're going to have to look at that really closely. I think quite simply, you know, she was running as the incumbent, and even Coach Edwards said this in his speech tonight. She was running as an incumbent, so she had a record to run on. He didn't. He was running as an outsider with promises of change. So all of her negatives were brought to bear against her, and he was nothing but hope. So people really responded to that. We
heard that some of the Broome supporters at the party tonight were blaming Ted James. What do you make of that?
No, that's not quite accurate. It's not uncommon, though. You know, campaign supporters often take losses even harder than the candidates do, and they look for somebody to blame. You know, Ted choosing to run against her is not the reason she lost tonight. She's the reason she lost tonight.
So let's touch on that for a second. We have pulled the precinct data by municipalities and regions of East Baton Rouge Parish for the past 3 election cycles. So in 2024, I just want to go over this real quick. This time, Sharon Weston Broome got 57% of the vote in Baton Rouge compared to Sid Edwards' 43%. The reason that's important, if you look back to 2020, Steve Carter got 33%. And in 2016, Bodie White got 36%. But when you look at the other municipalities like St. George, Zachary, Baker, those margins are exactly the same. Why is Baton Rouge so much lower for the mayor this time than it was the past 2 election cycles?
The biggest complaint I've heard from people here in Baton Rouge, including Democrats who might have been previously Broome voters, is they're not happy with crime and they're not happy with the way the police department treats citizens. Now, I've never had those experiences myself, but that's what I'm hearing from people, that the law enforcement angle, the crime problem in Baton Rouge is really the most compelling. And those are things that the coach was able to touch on too. You know, look, every poll I've done for the last decade shows crime in the top 3 concerns everywhere. You know, in one of the most crime-free parishes, St. Tammany Parish, where I do a lot of work, crime still polls and public safety still polls high. So when you're able to push those emotional buttons with people and you know, capitalize on that fear, it really motivates voters. She couldn't do that.
Last thing, I thought it was very interesting. Sid called this, quote, a mandate for change. What do you make of that?
It absolutely is. The question is now, what is he going to make of it? Because again, she has a record, he doesn't. What he has is promises, and you know, we'll see if he appoints the best and the brightest to staff him, and if he's able to make good on those things as a complete political outsider.